The story of the brave prince. Once upon a time, King Don, Queen Sasha and their 2 children lived in a beautiful and luxurious palace. In his Banda kingdom, there were strong men trained to fight. The youngest son, Prince Nipa, was always reading. One day, while the king was passing by his room, he called him. Nipa. It's time to stop wasting your time reading books and learn how to be a strong man like your big brother. Being smarter is more important, Dad. I want to be the smartest prince and I have to read a lot. Prince Jay wakes up early every day to learn sword fighting, and he even has a personal trainer to teach him. But despite the great difference between the 2 brothers, they have great love for each other. They care about each other and talk for hours when one of them isn't busy reading or exercising. During one of the exercise classes, Prince Jay hurt himself, and when Prince Nipa heard him from his room, he ran to him to help. They always sit next to each other at the dining table, and they always whisper to each other everything that is on their minds. One day, they were all at the table eating breakfast when one of the trusted servants came and whispered something in the king's ear, which made the king rise from his chair immediately, with signs of anger and emotion evident on his face. What's the problem? You seem very anxious and angry. Dad, is everything okay? Oh King. King, please tell us what's wrong. The king of the Labs kingdom has declared war on my kingdom. The king said in an angry voice. Why? They are much bigger and stronger than us. What do they want to prove? And they wanted to attack us suddenly. Do you think they might be secretly planning to take over our kingdom? What could a powerful kingdom like it intend for a much smaller kingdom, other than to control it? Of course I won't let them take over my kingdom. I have strong men trained to fight. The king approached the queen and put her hand in his. My queen, say something. That kingdom is one of the most powerful kingdoms and they can destroy us. Please let us think of a way to avoid this battle. Dad, why don't you meet with your advisors, and then you can all decide the best solution to what's going on. Yes, this is wise. King, please think about it. In that night, the king gathered all his advisors and informed them about the Kingdom of Lab's imminent attack on the kingdom. One of the advisors asked the king to consider sending them a gift as an expression of his desire for peace with the Kingdom of Labs. So the king decided to send Prince Jay the next day carrying a box full of gold for King Jade so that he would not carry out the attack on them. When they arrived, King Jade welcomed them into his palace. Prince is coming. What a surprise. Thank you, King Jade. What can I offer you today? Or did you come to beg for your life? Everyone in the room laughed with him. Except for Prince Jay and his 4 men. No, King Don has sent us with a chest full of gold and he is asking you to reconsider the attack on our kingdom. One of Prince Jay's men came forward carrying a box of gold. He placed him on the ground in front of the Jade King. One of his men opened it, and the stunning view of gold appeared to everyone. Which the king liked. Well, with an evil look on his face, the king ordered 2 of his men to arrest the prince while the rest of his men surrounded the prince's 4 men. Thank you very much for this gold. It was a lovely gesture, or should I say, a miserable gesture. They all burst out laughing again. What are you doing? The prince said, trying to get away from them. The Jade King looked directly at him and said, I will take the gold, kill you and everyone in your kingdom. King Jade never backs down from his plans. The prince was confused, but with a sudden strong movement he managed to free himself, along with his 4 men, and they fought off the Jade King's men and ran away. When they arrived at their kingdom, the prince immediately went to his father, who was sitting with his advisors, and told them everything that had happened. They were all frightened and didn't know what to do. They were all talking at the same time and no one was listening to what the other was saying. When the Queen and Prince Nipa heard their quarrels, they came to find out what was happening, and they were shocked by the news of King Jade's stubbornness and his insistence on war. I have an idea. This kingdom is surrounded by a big forest, let's pour oil into the forest. When the Jade King arrives with his soldiers to attack us, we will set fire to the forest and burn them all.